Premier League. Now, everyone knows University of Maryland, big team, right?
Big school.
Obviously, in Maryland, right?
Yes.
But great team nonetheless, right? The Terps, great program, right? I know that they're really good at Rocky League, and so we're going to be casting today a really exciting match.
Absolutely. Yeah, so I am Luke Kirchmark, also known as Froggy.
And tell them, right?
Yeah,
You used to be part of our Smash team,
Yeah,
right?
so I was a captain of our Smash team 2 years. I'm now in a GA position, more involved with stuff like this. So happy to be casting Rocket League tonight.
Okay, so Rocket League, obviously a very exciting game.
Yeah.
Quick, hard-hitting action,
Very
right?
much.
Everyone enjoys soccer. Everyone enjoys cars. You throw in an element of Demolition Derby, and you get
Rocket League.
Rocket League,
There you
right?
go.
Now, 3v3 is not my preferred mode. I love Snow Day, which we talked about before.
Yes.
We love the zaniness of the mode. I
Mhm.
know some people like Rumble, and others like Hoops.
I'm a drop shot kind of guy myself.
Drop shot.
Yeah.
The one mode I've never played is Gridiron, and I've always been curious about it.
I don't think I've had the pleasure myself.
Gridiron is basically a football. I don't even know what the mode is about, like whether you shoot in a raised field goal or whatever. But I've always wanted to play. I've always been curious about Gridiron, and I'm sure there's videos out on YouTube about it. Okay, so into our weekly schedule, right? Now, obviously, right? Smash on Friday played the University of Akron.
Yep.
1-2-0,
Quick
right?
2-0. Yep.
Great game. Great series. Great team. Okay, then we had League of Legends against Ohio State, where unfortunately, 0-2 Huskies.
Yes.
Ohio State had a commanding lead, right? I think the first game they were up probably like 20 kills. Not something you'd like to see. Definitely room for improvement. But Ohio State, great team, great program.
Obviously tonight we have Rocket League on Maryland. Coming up, we have who plays on Wednesday?
So we have Overwatch, right? So we have Overwatch against Keene State, okay? Valorant against Syracuse, and then Smash against Ohio State again,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, we're
and
getting
then
the run back from League.
sure, and then we also have the game against Mankato
Possibly.
on Saturday, possibly.
Yes.
So we have a full schedule, right, of events. You can see on the screen, right, obviously our beautiful sponsors, right? We're happy to be sponsored by Pepsi.
Absolutely.
Pepsi, provides us with that gamer fuel that we need, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's Rockstar, Mountain Dew. I'm actually more partial to the Celsiuses that we have in the refrigerator.
Big time.
Or
And
Celsius.
me as well.
What's the plural for Celsius?
I like Celsiuses. It just sounds more fun to say.
Okay, very good. Obviously, we loved our partnership with Pepsi.
Mm-hmm.
Pepsi here in Houghton, great opportunity. We really love the guys. I don't know, last year as a player, if you remember going to
Yes, going
Pepsi
to
and taking a picture.
getting that photo shoot. Yes.
So great experience all around. Your picture was actually given to them in a Christmas card.
Was it really?
Yeah, and we gave it to them. They really appreciated it. And so realistically, great set of games tonight. Real quickly, we'd like to, since our sponsor of Houghton for Rent is on the board, are you a tech student and do you need to be close to campus? We have places for that. Find the perfect location. Live where you want to live. HoughtonForRent.com. Have you found an apartment through HoughtonForRent.com?
I have lived in 2 or 3 houses under Bradway Enterprises.
Okay.
I've had no problems with their management whatsoever. It's been nice.
Good.
So, yeah.
I'm glad to hear that. I unfortunately didn't have the luxury, right? At the time, I think there was like nothing available, and I have a big dog, and so it's almost impossible to find housing.
Yep, depending on the time of year, it's college town. We
Yep.
get more and more students every year, so yeah, it can be really difficult.
And of course, our last sponsorship, right? University Images, looking to spice up your style, right? They even carry esports jerseys. University Images, your official headquarters for authentic Michigan Tech Huskies apparel. University owned, university operated, University Images located in the SEC, or go to the bookstore.mtu.edu. Now, University Image, great place, a lot of tech gear. What really has impressed me is they have a hoodie there that says Michigan Tech, but it's white.
Oh.
Now, I don't do well with white, right? But it looks gorgeous.
But it looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm partial to black, but nothing is more amazing than like a white sweater or hoodie.
That actually looks nice.
Yeah, yeah. 100%. So, University Image is great, has some great gear. More importantly, right, we do have our players for the MTU. We have Adam Chrysley as Sonder, right? We have Braden Thibault as Adola, and James Petrucci as Macaron. Now, all Adola and Macaron are new players, right?
Yes.
Freshmen. So we're excited to see what they can do. Sonder is a returner, right? And we've been really happy with Saunders' performance.
Absolutely.
Right? Great player. Unfortunately, we don't have the last names for the University of Maryland players, but we have Nicholas, right? Goes by Turtle. We have Lackland, Cozy P, and Wade on Waders. I think very clever names, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if I could be any animal in the animal kingdom, it would definitely be a turtle.
Why is that?
Why? Because I grew up with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, of
Well, there
course.
you go.
Right? I loved Michelangelo, right? Cowabunga dude.
Cowabunga, man.
Right? Michelangelo, obviously a great person, great player, a great teammate, right? And he was kind of always the glue that held them together, right? You had Raphael, who was like all serious and broody.
Andrew of the group, you might say.
Right? Then we had Leonardo, who was like the leader, but didn't really understand anyone, right? He was still kind of learning from his own mistakes. And then also a great one, and someone who I dressed up as my birthday as, was Donatello.
Oh, yeah.
He was like the nerdy, like tech guy, right? He had a quarterstaff. It was really funny, but I feel like I grew up in the golden age with the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, I gotta say I'm not familiar with it myself. I'm sure it was on at some point, but never tuned in myself.
Sure. And it is something that terrified me because they had a live action movie that I watched when I was a young kid. Nothing was more terrifying than live action Ninja Turtles.
I can only imagine what that would look like.
But
Jeez.
no, Rocket League. So we have a great game plan. Hopefully we see great things after Mr. Turtle. Cozy P, right? Sounds like a very relaxed and chill individual.
Very chill. I got the same vibes from that one.
So, and then Waiters, right? Very similar to his name. But I feel like this is going to be a strong team, team to watch out for. And, unfortunately, when we get on the pitch, we'll be able to see kind of what each player can provide, right? So we're getting to the pitch. We're getting into Rocket League. We're about to start, and we got kickoff. So
here we go.
We'll find out shortly who's orange and blue. We can't really see. So we have Michigan Tech on the orange side. We have University of Maryland on the blue side. It looked like kickoff was blue favored, right? But we've got some high-flying Rocket League action. And Turtle, of course, unfortunately losing that 50-50 there. And Michigan Tech setting up for an offensive play.
Some good defense by UMD there. It looks like we had a shot on goal.
Sure.
Unless I am mistaken. Back on our side of the field, we're going to get the interception there. Sonder almost with an opportunity there, but still with the setup, nope, no one's there for that one.
So we have some nice, right? We have some nice aggression.
Yeah.
Which it seemed like last game, a lot of defensive momentum, at least from Michigan Tech side for the first couple minutes, right? But we see it kind of a different team, right? A little bit more aggressive. Aggression, we do see the double commit in the corner, but hopefully Tech can get it out from their defensive side and make an offensive play. But
as both teammates missed their but we got a bad touch on it. Maybe Sonder can still do something with it. Seems like a bit of a lost opportunity there as both of the players from UMD missed.
And we did have a demo to kind of strike their defensive play.
Oh,
however, it was a very good offensive play from the side of the University of Maryland, right? They kind of just make it into the goal, right? Turtle shove Sonder.
Possibly a lucky bump there. I'm not positive, but unfortunate.
Great play for University of Maryland. Some adjustments need to be made on the side of Michigan Tech, right? And we have Macaron with a great save there, right? Obviously, the kickoff going towards University of Maryland, a demo in the goal. And they really need to find their momentum. At least Michigan Tech does, right? They need to get it kind of out of the defensive side. And we see another play by Waiters.
Yeah,
great goal.
A lot of aggression coming out from this University of Maryland team. A lot of bumps, as we saw. I think Sander might have got bumped there earlier, which is why he was on the top of the goal. Kind of hard to deal with. And like you said, we got to find our footing on offense here sometime soon.
Sure. And you know what? I think this looks like teams of equal skill, right? And so it's very easy to, kind of be down one game in a series and then come back, right? We often say here at Michigan Tech, kind of GG go next.
Yeah.
And certainly this game is not over. There's still 3 minutes on the clock, so it's very easy that they could score 2 goals and be tied at 2 apiece.
Yeah, and something I'm seeing from our team here is that we're not really getting the touches that we want. It feels like we're leaving some opportunities on the board there, as well as maybe not communicating as best as we could. Whereas I feel on UMD's side, I see a lot of good team synergy.
Okay. And I mean, right, we've seen a lot of more attacking plays, right? Unfortunately,
Yeah.
when you get more shots in the goal, eventually one of those are going to go in.
Yep.
And so we still see some great plays. We see, I believe that was Sonder. Yeah, Sonder getting a demo onto, I couldn't read the name on there, but getting a great demo on, I think, Cozy P, and then setting up an attacking play that got reversed instantly. And
Good
now
clears
Michigan
from
Tech is
Adola here.
currently on the attacking, was on the defensive.
With another demo too, and that looks like it should be a goal. Very nice, and Adola really setting it up for that one, getting the clear, getting the demo, setting his teammates up for success. Love to see it.
And it seems like that was a little bit of a fake, right? It seemed like Adola was going to go for the ball, and then Macaron kind of had a little bit of space to create.
Yeah, Adola with the added pressure at the end of that play as well. So all of a sudden, we within one score.
So, certainly 2 minutes left on the clock. Michigan Tech just scoring a goal. That's good momentum in their way. They still need to make up that one goal deficit, obviously. Right? Good shot on goal by the University of Maryland. And really, it's kind of anyone's game. Good bump there by
Really good.
Braden. And obviously, we're getting an attempt on goal. Macaron looking for kind of at least Maryland to throw the ball away like they did.
Yeah, as Sonder gets another demo, I think he might have taken the previous demos personally because he's just dishing them out left and right now.
And that's kind of what I always find exciting about Rocket League, right? It's a little bit of soccer, a little bit of high octane cars, and a lot of demolition derby.
Yeah, as we get another one. Wow.
1 minute, obviously remaining. University of Maryland on attacking play, kind of gets shut down. Macaron passing it, and that was a beautiful attempt on goal, just not nearly to the mark. And hopefully Tech does get a second attempt, but Waiters definitely playing really strong defense. Turtle looking for a passing play from his teammates, and it's been a really exciting back and forth match.
Yeah. I mean, relentless offense coming out from Tech recently. As they get a shot on goal and it's blocked. Let's see what Adola here can do with the clear. Gets blocked. Maybe Sonder can clear that one out. Another shot on goal. Turtle's waiting up there. Look at this synergy. Really impressive. Oh, as Turtle blocks his own teammate's shot. Looking like we really have one more opportunity here to tie this one up, go to overtime. As Sonder gets demoed again, really aggressive match here. So this will be our last chance here. Can't let the ball hit the ground.
And once the ball hits the ground, so it's on University of Maryland to put on the ground. They do, and they take game one. But great opportunity there. And I mean, really great Rocket League.
That was a great match. Yeah.
2-1 going into game one. You like to see it because it makes it very exciting.
All the demo, I loving all the demos. It seems like we're getting a demo every 20 seconds. Very aggressive Rocket League being played right now.
And that's kind of what you want to see. You want to see really exciting Rocket League. You want to see, two teams really battling it out. Obviously, we're a little bit biased here at Michigan Tech. We'd love to see Michigan Tech win, but if University of Maryland does close out the series, I mean, good for them.
Yeah.
Right? We want to see students successful.
We just want to see students doing their thing, having a good time,
being happy,
exciting.
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And really pursuing their hobbies.
Yeah.
Right? And I like to say this all the time, but whether university has esports or not does not take away from the students are going to be playing Rocket League, Smash,
regardless,
Valorant, whatever, regardless. And so getting them into a match and getting them to represent the school benefits them, benefits the school, and it is simply a no-brainer for all audiences, and we get to bring you hard-hitting Rocket League action.
Yeah. That being said, it looks like we're going into kickoff here soon. Really exciting series ahead of us, I think.
Sure. And I mean, Michigan Tech certainly not down and out. It's only 1-0 in favor of Maryville, or sorry, Maryland.
Maryland.
But at the end of the day, right?
Yeah,
That's not a huge kind of disadvantage.
yeah, as Adola gets an early chip in here. Oh, it actually happened to be an own goal on the side of Maryland. That'll happen, especially when I'm playing. That will always happen. But
I will. They're playing Rocket League that I couldn't even fathom.
as another interesting kickoff here, it doesn't seem like the communication or some skewed communication on the side of Maryland here for both of the starting kickoffs. As Adola looks like he's got a scoring opportunity again. It's blocked by Maryland, however.
And that's what you don't like to see, right? So hopefully Maryland can come back and recover.
Yeah.
But the score is currently 1-0. So what we are hoping for is a great defensive opportunity from Tech, right, to keep either that lead of 0-1. Oh, but I
Ooh,
speak too soon.
Yeah, it
Waiters.
looked like our guy in goal got a little bumped there, a little thrown off. I think it was Adola. Yeah. So, what's his guy's name? Hex something, with the great play there, getting Hexy. Yeah, Hexy getting Adola out of the way there.
So I thought it would be Cozy P. I guess he's now Hexy, or maybe it's a different person. But
Yeah,
still a
perhaps.
great play all around, and it seems like Adola is free
Had
to
a-
go to the goal and make it 2-1 in 4 minutes. That was a crazy defense to offense solo play off the
Oh my
side.
God! All
by
all
himself.
Three of them. Look at this guy go.
This is like peak, Michael Jordan way back in the day, or Jason Williams. Like, beautiful play by Adola.
A very, very fast-paced game here. 3 goals with 3 goals with only a minute played so far.
So, and I admit I just dated myself there, because I think you probably know who Michael Jordan is. Probably don't know who Jason Williams is, but amazing
Not
point
quite.
guard. Played for the Kings. But
Oh my gosh!
here we go. Waiters equalizing it on the defensive opportunity. And this is what you want to see. Look at that pass. Turtle
That was
with a double
amazing.
touch, and Waiters right there where exactly he needed to be.
Perfect communication there. I mean, we can't even really get a word in. It's just goals every 2 seconds.
And so it's really 2-2, right? But still anyone's game. They kind of left the kickoff, right? And I think that's because, Hexy, getting on the ceiling for that scoring opportunity. But it seemed like it was a little bit risky. Now they're kind of struggling on defense. He had a 2-man double commit in the corner. And let's see if Tech can make something happen here. Great shot on goal.
Great
And
communication
Adola.
there.
I think it's a hat trick for Adola.
The pass into the bump. Beautiful setup there. Saunders sets him up as Joey's going to pump the other guy out of the way. You'll love to see it. And yeah, that's 3 goals and 3 goals for Adola as well.
Yeah, so he's
Jeez.
completed a hat trick this game, and we have 5 goals in 2 minutes of Rocket League.
So this is very interesting. It seems this game, UMD is just giving up the kickoffs every time. I haven't seen this before. I wonder what their reasoning is behind that.
And maybe they're confident that they can win the series, so like going down a game doesn't matter to them.
That was their
That
own
was
shot
a
gets
very
blocked
tricky,
again.
bump. I thought Maryland could have scored there, but it seems like it's still, we've hit the 3-minute mark, and it's anyone's game, really. Tech only up 1 goal.
Yep.
Maryland could very easily equalize and take the lead. And so it's certainly, on Tech to kind of keep the defensive pressure up and turn it into scoring opportunities.
Bit of a triple commit there coming out from UMD. Adola gets his 4th goal in all three UMD players. Oh, little miscommunication there, I suppose, but hey, we'll take it. Sitting with I wouldn't call 2 goals a cozy lead, but we have a little wiggle room on this second match.
6 goals, 2 minutes and 30 have played.
Not even half the game yet. Okay, are we going over under on 10 goals this series? I'm gonna say over.
To be fair though, like I'm a very defensive guy, so if I had a 2-goal lead, I'd play for time.
I was gonna say if I was in this situation too, I'm really trying to slow it down, but Sonder doesn't seem to think so as he tries to muscle it in.
And so that's maybe kind of the difference between me. I'm a very defensive player,
Yeah.
right? So if I have a comfortable lead, right, I'm gonna play out the play clock. I'm going to try to, slow the game down, make really consistent plays. But what I love about Rocket League,
Beautiful
it's
there.
fast all the time.
Especially when these two teams are going at it, I guess. I mean, game one, super fast paced. This one, even faster. Joey's going to get a bit of a offensive opportunity here to see what. Ooh, Sander just gets there.
And I know I've already said this, but I'm definitely a fan of Michigan Tech. But there is a person named Turtle on the field. I'm secretly rooting for him. I'm secretly rooting for Turtle. But great defensive play by Sander, straight up to Adola. And although Adola's name is long, he's definitely been outshining everyone on the pitch. At least in game 2.
Yeah, in terms of what you're bringing to the table, I mean, 4 goals for the entire team, 4 goals for Adola. You love to see it.
And so, missed opportunity there, Turtle, but he does seem to just tap it and put it on target. But unfortunately, blocked by Tech, and great crossbar protection by Sander. 1 minute remaining, 2 goals to be scored by the University of Maryland. And it doesn't look, we see another demo come out, and it's just high flying car on car action.
Yeah, you're seeing a lot of good defensive play here from Tech, just trying to get these clears, set up these high lobs, kill as much time as possible with only 40 seconds on the clock. I mean, I would do the same thing. Looks like it's going pretty well.
And you don't really see, it doesn't seem like, if I were to make a traditional sport reference, right, you don't see like zone coverage, right? It's just completely man to man, right? Great shot on goal by Waiters. And 20 seconds left. Turtle getting a great demo to stop the offensive play. 15 seconds, one more shot off the
Can't
crossbar.
quite get it on target, but he's already put 4 in. Don't really need that 5th, but would have been nice.
And maybe this is what you call cast a curse, but as soon as you said 10 goals, right? I don't think we saw another goal.
He certainly did not. That's a bit of a misprediction from myself. Oh,
and it was close. We almost got another goal right there at the end. But great Rocket League, right? That makes the series 1-1.
1-1. It's going to be a best of 5. So, like I said, super exciting series ahead of us.
And you have 2 more. The next team has to win 2 more games.
Yeah.
Right? So we can go to game 5. Say Maryland can win the next 2, or Tech can win the next 2. There's all kinds of kind of combinations or possibilities. And realistically, we just like to see that, our students, their students seem to be having a great time, very competitive, and it's kind of what Rocket League was meant to be.
Yeah, so it seems like Tech kind of found their footing there. Maybe a little blessed with that, like I was talking about, the UMD strategy of just giving up kickoff.
And that might be like a really great defensive strategy because people maybe they don't usually make goals right off of kickoff, and so that allows them to maybe make an aggressive play or 2. I'm not sure. I'm not an expert Rocket League player, unfortunately. Now, if it was StarCraft,
If it was StarCraft, you would know.
yes, I would know. If it was Smash, maybe you can put some insight, out there for us. But both of us are a little bit inexperienced, and I think that was an own
There's
goal.
a little bit of a miscommunication there. Both players on Tech going up for the clear there, or the save. And yeah, it sure was an own goal. Ooh, yeah.
So, beautiful goal, wrong direction.
Yes. Well done by whoever that was.
So at the moment, yes, Turtle was credited with the goal. But let's see if Tech can come back from that kind of defensive snafu, if you will.
Yeah, looks like we have a bit of a offensive pressure here as UMD's trying to work it out of their end of the pitch here.
And both teams doing a good job. Hexy trying to make an offensive play, or at least get it downfield for his fellow players. Kind of stuck in the corner. We kind of have it coming center, and a great demo by Turtle. And I'll be honest, I've never seen this much demo play in a game.
Yeah, very, very strange stuff occurring. I mean, we're trying to return the demos as much as we can, but between giving up kickoffs and going for demos, I guess.
I mean, I'm not complaining. It seems like exciting Rocket
Yeah, I mean,
League.
I guess UMD has found a play style that works for them as they get another demo, and
It's
Hey,
worked.
that
It
probably came
works,
from the demo.
right? And Tech's got to figure it out, right? And maybe that's what it is taking a player off the field allows them to kind of set up offensive plays, and offensive plays get you goals.
Yeah. Yeah, and they did get that goal off of a bit of a missed opportunity from our side. We were on an empty net. One of our players couldn't get set up properly in time, but great capitalization, especially with the demo by Maryland here.
Sure. And I see a lot of, Maryland trying to keep the ball in the middle of the field, which I think is leading to a lot of offensive success. Right? You see him kind of picking it up, Hexy putting it from the mid to the side post there. And I think that really allows them to get positive forward movement and set up some good offensive plays. Macaron obviously putting it in the corner, which is very safe. A little bit too much speed there. And then, of course, it bouncing right off the top post.
Yeah, big scoring opportunity for Maryland there. I am happy to say it didn't go in because I always love to see the Huskies winning, but yeah, I mean, this game just looks pretty dominant as they get another one in 3-0 with about half the time left on the clock.
It's very different than the previous game.
Very
right?
much.
We still have a lot of goals, obviously, with a short amount of time.
That was a beautiful goal. I have
But
to say.
Hexy, great way to be, great opportunity. You really can't see a better game of Rocket League from this Maryville side. And another demo from Maryland, and Tech's got to kind of, figure out what to do offensively to and Hexy with another goal. And that was pure style.
That was really good. That was. I like that a lot. Is what I'll say.
And even the Cheshire Cat goal kind of score. You're not familiar with the Cheshire Cat?
I sure am not.
So Alice in Wonderland, it's a cat that like hides in the shadows, and you always just see his eyes, right? But great part of the Alice in Wonderland story.
Turtle gets another demo, and I mean, this has to be frustrating for the Huskies, but hopefully we can take some time and just reset mentally.
I mean,
get some points
realistically, you just kind of got to demo back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, if they're gonna bring the aggression, we just gotta double down on that.
But here's some bumps coming in, but it just seems like they kind of triple commit. And realistically, 4 goals, 2 minutes, kind of impossible for the Huskies. I'm not going to count them down and out, but that's a really tough order.
I wouldn't say impossible, but yes, 2 minutes when, especially if Maryland is just trying to get the ball out of their side of the field. Yeah, tall order, as you said.
But we do see some nice, attacking plays here. Another demo.
Another demo, just not letting us even breathe.
And so, demo, finally Adula demoing Hexy. And you see kind of Tech stealing a little bit from Maryland's playbook and, giving it back to them, which you kind of like to see.
I love to see more and more demos from Tech. They're like, hey, it's working for you. How about we try that?
Sure. And I think that we finally get Adula, getting another demo. And it seems like it sets up an attacking play, right? We've got a shot on goal, definitely deflected by the side of the University of Maryland.
Yeah,
and great defensive strategy here for both teams.
Really good defense coming. There's another bump, taking away another scoring opportunity. It's not going to work that time as we're finally on the board. Might be too late for this game, but
sure,
good to
Macaron with a
reset
beautiful
momentum
goal
there.
though, right? Empty net, and maybe that's what you have to do. I mean, there was a great demo, and then led to a scoring opportunity.
Yeah.
So we have a kickoff. Are they gonna? They're not. Oh, but Turtle gets a demo and
Might have faked it going for the demo there. I have no idea of knowing, but
I just think that's the
pretty
play. If
awkward,
you get a
right in
demo
front of
and
our goal.
kickoff, you leave someone off the board for quite a long time. And Waiters getting that goal, I think maybe that's the new meta. Maybe I have to go into my bronze lobbies and start just demoing people on kickoff.
I have a feeling that would work out pretty well in a bronze lobby.
Hey, I'm willing to admit that I'm not the best Rocket Leaguer.
I was never too good myself. I think I peaked in Diamond 3 or something like that. Not the worst player, but in terms of like air dribblings and stuff, never learned that. Just knew the fundamentals.
Hey, you're a better man than me because All I know is go forward, backwards, side to side.
There you go. As Dalla gets another one in, good momentum going into the next match here. As with 7 seconds, it's unless they just
Great
allow us.
style. Great
Yeah,
style. Like
no.
that was beautiful.
Adola is a crafty player, I will say. Really good with the techniques there.
Sure. 7 seconds left. Kickoff, obviously. And I think I think the demo and kickoffs is what they're going for.
I
And
think
it's a really
so.
interesting strategy.
Really, really unique play style here. Like, I remember, didn't see anything like this when we casted last week. I love to see it because kind of breaking the mold of what I'm used to in competitive Rocket League.
And realistically, all the ball has to do now is touch the ground, but they're certainly keeping it up. And
Both teams actually contributing to this, just having a fun time with it. The game is obviously over at this point, but they do not want us going home anytime soon. And there it is.
So Maryland, the winner of game 3 now. So you have the scoreline 2-1, University of Maryland, and they only need one more.
They need to win one more, and we need to win 2 in a row.
Okay.
So
And then we need to basically the first one to 3 wins.
yeah,
Right. So could this be a reverse sweep? Most definitely.
absolutely.
Right. And so you love to see it. Right. Going to game 5, it's really exciting. What the fun thing about Rocket League is, with each game being 5 minutes, even if they go to game 5, the series is under 30 minutes long.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's just quick, to the point, straight octane. Love to see it.
Smash is a little bit longer, right, with crew battles, obviously. But,
Yeah.
If you had to go to game 5 with Valorant, for example, each game being 45
That would
minutes
just
to an
be
hour.
brutal.
What's that? Best of 3. Yeah. So, but if you had a best of 5 with Valorant and each game being 45 minutes, that would be a little bit of an exhausting kind of arrangement.
You're pushing maybe 2.5, 3 hours there if you're going the distance on the sets. Probably longer, actually.
So Rocket League is a best of 5, right? So Maryland has to win 1. The Huskies have to win 2. You'd love to see a reverse sweep here, but at the end of the day, right, whoever comes out victorious is definitely going to be the winner for today.
Yeah, it's been great Rocket League thus far. Obviously, I'd love to see the Huskies win, and I think to accomplish that, like, it took the words straight from me. We got to get more demos on the board.
So, old Saturday Night Live fan, right? More cowbell.
Need
right?
more cowbell.
We
Just
need
needs
more
a little bit more-
demos.
needs
We
more
need more
demos.
demos.
Absolutely. I think that is the recipe for success as far as going this specific team goes.
So great style points for Michigan Tech there. I believe that was Adola up in the air, and right, it's been a good, I guess, defending a point with not allowing any goals, and we do have a demo on the side of University of Maryland. So let's see if Tech can't clear the ball, get in it, get some kind of attack, kind of together here, and you have a triple commit for Maryland. So
And that's what I was about to bring up. They are always triple commit. They always have their third guy not in the backfield as they get another one in. I mean, clearly it works. There's never a guy rotating in the back. Their third is always going for bumps on our back line. Really difficult to deal with. As you see Macaron there, a little mixed up in goal.
yeah, he's kind of sleeping.
Yeah,
Right,
A little zip at the wheel. Maybe he got bumped. Who knows?
Yeah,
Who knows?
he's kind of gone fishing.
Yeah, as they give up another kickoff, and they're gonna get like. This is a free clear for them. They can do what they want, and he's going to opt to fake it and go low.
And maybe that's what's discombobulating, because they're so used to kind of like contention on kickoff that they don't really know what to do, and they kind of just have to adjust. They have to kind of figure it out, unfortunately.
And it's hard to do on the fly because Maryland clearly with a very abnormal game plan going in. Hopefully we can find answers to it.
Maybe this is the new Rocket League meta.
I honestly respect it a lot. I mean, it works, and it's fun to watch. More important,
Maybe this is the way that I get a bronze.
I think so. I think you have to get another one. Turtle is just absolute menace to the Huskies this match.
And I think there's something there, because I do know that when you demo, you start with 33 boost.
Yes.
And at the same time, you're put somewhere randomly, and that could be somewhere completely out of position.
Yeah. There's always that risk involved too, that you're just going to be on the opposite side of the goal that you need to be, if a shot does end up going up.
So, I mean, realistically, Adola on the attack here, unfortunately drops kind of his air dribble, but I mean, we've seen so much style coming out of Adola that he's been playing some really good Rocket League. And Hexy getting that
Hexy.
goal, right, scoring, and realistically, good Rocket League all around. And
Really good stuff. Really nice dribble there, mixing up Sonder a bit. It's playing the 50-50 there. Am I going high? Am I going low? Am I going left? Am I going right? Guessed right.
it's 2-0,
Yeah.
right? And this is obviously not down and out for Michigan Tech, but they kind of, I feel, need to figure out kind of what to do next and where to go.
Yeah, they gotta find adjustment. This hyper aggression is it's kind of killing us right now.
And we see the disconnect obviously in the corner there, but we still got high flying Rocket League action. And
Oh my goodness, this
Hexy, I think
Hexy
Hexy
guy.
has scored a hat trick.
Yeah, I mean I believe so, and look at the style on that. I mean, wow, how do you defend against that?
Well, you don't, right?
Well,
Unfortunately,
you can try.
you can try. You can try, but it kind of it is what it is. And looking at the ranks of the players, University of Maryland has 3 supersonic legends on their team, and we have essentially 3 grand champs. So
Gotcha.
we got a lot of highly skilled players. Michigan Tech going into 3 supersonic legends. I still don't discount them. They had game 2 pretty secure.
As we see another shot on an open net, just barely miss. Hate to see it.
But, the Huskies, obviously, they're not giving up, right?
No.
It is 3-0. You still see a lot of attack from them. Macaron trying to make an offensive play there. And realistically, it hasn't been that out of control, right? For me, score lines have been pretty consistent with, being reasonable, right? We have 3 points on the board right now. It's still anyone's game.
3-0 isn't the hardest mountain to climb, but with a minute and 20 dwindling, we got to get one in the back of the net.
Sure.
Immediately.
And
As
about
they're
this
gonna
time,
get another one on us, unfortunately.
sure, Turtle with that score there, but we saw Adola in the last minute of the game score 2 goals.
Yeah, and we just didn't have anyone back there. Macaron trying to challenge, but in a bad spot defensively.
Sure. And this is obviously a great learning opportunity for the Michigan Tech student athletes, right? Because if they do end up dropping the series, right, I'm sure they're going to be in the film room looking at kind of
Absolutely.
how to get better, how to play a little bit more aggressive, etc. But I still won't count the Huskies out. 1 minute left. I can see them scoring 4 goals right in a row.
Absolutely. It's certainly possible. And like you said, watching this one back is going to be a good one. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of original thought created because this team is so different in their play style than what we're used to.
In 40 seconds left on the clock, we have 4-0. We see some flips from waiters, and realistically, this has just really been a really good series,
Yeah.
right? Like, Rocket League is always exciting to watch. Rocket League is always exciting to cast. Rocket League is,
goodness.
unfortunately, Rocket League. And Turtle, there's a lot of bumping going on, right? Waiters basically
That was just
bouncing it off
incredible.
the
Adult
wall.
in the wrong spot at the wrong time. But that being said, really, really crazy passing there, no matter what.
Sure. And we got 25 seconds left on the clock. Giving up the kick up, of course. I'm very confused, but it seems to work.
It seems to work. I'm not sure how you defend against it. I mean, we're looking at 5-0 right now. I'm not sure what the correct play is as we get one.
Adults had a
Parting
lot of goals
shot.
in the series. He's had a lot of goals this series, been set up quite well.
Dola is certainly the MVP on the side of the Huskies this series.
So we have 1 goal, 10 seconds left. I'm seeing 6 more goals.
I've seen crazier things.
6 more goals.
The thing is, they give up kickoff every time, so just put it in as we could have. As we absolutely could have. Unfortunate.
I think it's just so confusing.
It's I don't know what I would do. I think I would have given up a long time ago, so kudos to our athletes here, as that is going to end it 5-1. 3-1 in this series. Really good Rocket League.
Yeah, and Maryland did a great job.
Yeah.
Right?
I
All
mean,
around.
That was a thrill to watch, honestly. I hate losing, but that was very interesting.
Very exciting Rocket League. Unfortunately, we love to see every student athlete, whether it's Maryland, whether it's us, whether it's Ohio State. We'd love to see our students be successful, right? And it's certainly Maryland put in good practice, right? We
Oh, yeah.
saw it out there on the pitch. So,
you can tell they came in with a special game plan for that match.
and I mean, I'm gonna copy it in my own games if I
Yeah.
ever download Rocket League ever again, right? I don't play a lot of at least competitive games at home, right? I'm more of a solo RPG kind of guy, right? I've been really excited about a game that you probably never even heard of. I've been playing Xenonauts a lot, but great game.
Great game.
Love to see it. I know some people on the Smash play, Balatro,
Oh yeah.
right? And they also play Hades,
Yes.
which I've never played Hades 2, but I'm looking forward to it. So, but we're really excited. Huskies did really well. University of Maryland closing out the series 3-1. And, for you watching at home, of course, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.